Played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, Bridgewater. Pressure cut. Continuing to fight downfield, the big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. To the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. He's to the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's a give to Richard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. They
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. This is Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's got room. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. The sack here, 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Going up top. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Finding room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Cohen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. From the gun, Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. Dances by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. First down, this is Rawls. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Thomas Rawls, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second down, Bridgewater. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He hits Baldwin right side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hurry up, here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he gets it to punches complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not on a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Bridgewater now on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin this drive with Chubb. They find some open field here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Now he'll escape to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Gone!
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And fights through one man. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hut.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes.